Hello, my dear student of class 6. So, this is Samarpan and again in front of you with part 2 of Who Did Patrick Homework. So, we did up to 5th paragraph. Now, today in this video, I'm going to continue from 6th paragraph. Okay, from 1 to 5th, we came to know that there was a boy whose name is Patrick, and he never did his homework. He was a lazy boy. So, one day he saw a cat was playing with a doll, and when he grabbed it, he came to know that that was not a doll, that was a, a man of a tiny size, means that was an elf. So he told Alf to do his homework. Understood? And elves never did homework before. Okay, whenever he said to do Patrick homework, he always used to shout for help. Help me in that, help me in that. So he always used to shout. Okay, so now I'm continue from the class, continue from paragraph 6th. In paragraph 6, let us see what happened. When it came to math, Patrick was out of luck. What are timetables? The elf shrilled. We elves never did that. And addition and subtraction and division and fraction. Here, sit down beside me. You simply must guide me. Elves know nothing of human history. To them, it's a mystery. So the little elf, already a shouter, just got louder. Go to the library. I need more books. And you can help me read them too. Now, what's happening here? Now, Alf is going to solve the Patrick homework. So, Alf is going to solve a math homework, but there was also a problem because he never did homework before. He don't know what is timetable. Okay, so what the timetable? Alf was like he never heard this word before, and he was totally unknown about that, and he again shouted for help to Patrick. He and when it comes to history, he it was a mystery for him. Human history is a mystery for an elves. Mystery means something which is unsolved. So when it came to math, when it came to addition, subtraction, and division and fraction, and when it came to history, history was already a mystery for that elves. So he don't know about anything because he never went to school before. So he never know, and he again shout for book. He again shout for help, and he told Patrick to bring book from a library, and he also told Patrick to read that book. He also told Patrick to read them out. So that means unknowingly Patrick himself is helping doing his homework. Patrick himself doing his homework. Okay, so as a matter of fact, every day in every way, the little elf was a nag. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag? He was staying up night. He had never felt so weary, was going to school with his eyes popped and barely. Now what happened? So now, in fact, as a matter of fact, Patrick himself is doing his homework. He is doing hard work. He is studying day and night, day and night, day and night. So that Alf was a nag for a Patrick. Nag means what? Nag means a person who always complain about this and that, this and that. So Patrick, that Alf was a nag for Patrick, and Patrick himself is doing his homework. He was working hard than ever, and it was a drag. He used to read day and night. He used to go to school daily. So he used to go to school with the puffed and barely eyes. Puffed eyes means sleepy eyes. Okay, so that means Patrick himself is doing his homework, and he was working harder than before. Okay, so finally the last day of the school arrived, and the elf was afraid to go. As for homework, there was no more. So he quietly and slowly slipped out the back door. Now, what happened? Now, next happened. Now, that lazy boy, Patrick, was doing hard work. He had to do. He had to do his homework. He had to read books. He had to help that elf day and night. He was going to school daily. Now his eyes was became a puffed, means his eye was became a sleepy. Okay, so now finally the Patrick last day of semester arrived. As there was no homework, as there was no job for Alf, and Alf's job was over. So what is happening here? Now it is time for Patrick to get his marks. It is time for Patrick to get his grade. And as he was lazy boy, he was worried. He was very worried about his result. Okay, so now the Alf job was over, and it's time for Patrick to get his marks or get his grade. Patrick got his A's. His classmates were amazed. His teachers smiled and were full of praise, and his parents, they wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now the model kid, cleaned his room, did his chores, was cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new character. Now, so all the teachers were amazed. They were surprised. His parents were like it was. They were just surprised. They were feeling very very happy because now Patrick got A grade in all subject. All were praising Patrick. Understood? And it was like, what happened to him? Now he became a good boy. He became a good student. Understood? Everybody was just amazed. His friends were amazed. His teacher were praising him, and everybody were feeling very very happy. His parents were feeling very very happy. Understood? And you see, in the end, Patrick still thought he had made that tiny man do all his homework. But I'll say a secret. Just between you and me, it wasn't the Alf. Patrick had done it himself. Now what happened? When he got A grade, everybody was praising him and everybody was surprised like what happened to him. He was just doing hard work. He got A grade. All were praising him. But Patrick still thought that he had made that Alf to do his homework. But actually, that tiny man was not doing his homework. Actually, what happened? That Patrick himself did his homework. Understood? And it wasn't the Alf. It was a Patrick himself. He had done it himself. He had done his homework himself. So, what is the moral of this story? You know, the moral of this story is hard work is only key to success. So, always do your work by yourself. Do not depend upon others. Because where there is a will, there is a way. So, if you do hard work, then you will able to get success in your life. It was just because of your laziness. Understood? It was just because of the laziness. You are not doing well in examination. If you work harder and harder and harder, nobody, not even a universe, can stop you. So in this chapter, Patrick was also a lazy boy. Understood? But that Alf, when Alf was very clever, he was doing nothing. Patrick himself is doing his homework. So when he worked harder than before, he got a grade. So that's why if you work harder, if you study harder, if you work day and night, not even the universe can stop you. You all also can get A grade in each subject if you do hard work. But if you don't do hard work, if you don't study, then it will never possible. Understood? So a boy like a Patrick changes his whole attitude. Why not you? You all are also like a Patrick, no? You are also Patrick was also a student, and you are also a student. And if you do your work by yourself, then you all can also achieve whatever you want, and you all can also achieve A grade in the examination. So that is the moral of the story. Okay, so when it comes to question answer, uh, I would like to tell you that try to do that questions and answers by yourself, and in my next video I will help you in this work. Okay, and just try to do that exercise working with the text. What did Patrick think his cat was playing with? What was it really? If you go to the paragraph number 2, you can get the answer. What did the little man grant Patrick a wish? What was a Patrick wish? In what subject did the little man need help to do Patrick's homework, and how did Patrick help him? What do you think that the Patrick's homework, the little man, or the Patrick himself give reason of your answer? Okay, so you can get this answer in your chapter. So go through it, watch this video again and again, and try to solve this question and answer by yourself. Understood? And I will also help you out there, but firstly you have to do it by yourself. Okay? Thank you very much, and have a great day ahead. Thank you.